This Women's Month, Newday pays tribute to women who helped improve the way we live and inspire other Filipinas to excel in their chosen field. Roughly 10 years ago, Reinabelle Reyes studied astrophysics. She even hit the headlines for confirming Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. Now she's a data scientist and analytics, and she is there to help companies solve real-world problems. And Reyna is here beside me to tell us her story. Well, good morning and welcome to Newday.
Thank you for
having me.
How has
it been so far, way back, like almost 10 years ago? You were in Princeton and you reconfirmed Albert Einstein theory. And from then on, it was just like one big explosion, after the next. Yeah. So tell us more about your life at that moment when all this happened for you.
Oh, it's been an amazing journey.
Yeah.
In a way, it's a fulfillment of a childhood dream of mine.
Really? You had that dream as a child?
To be a scientist, to be like Einstein, to contribute to the field of science and be part of this big, in a way, adventure that we scientists go on. And that's really what pushes us, that motivates us. Is we want to understand the world, learn something new, and share it with the others, and find some meaning and use for what we can discover.
Okay, and you are continuing to inspire, other women out there. My daughter's also into STEM. So this is one way, stay into STEM. You mentioned, as a child, was your dream to become a scientist? Was it why you were just curious about a lot of things? I mean, how did that start? And how can we also instill that same desire in our children today?
No, right, yeah. I think for me, I was fascinated by space when I was young. I think, and for many kids, right? Stars, the planets.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
Black holes. Yeah. What happens when you get into a black hole?
What happens when we get into a black hole?
Yeah, it's cool, right? Because no one knows, because no one's been. And if you get in, you can't get out. These cool things. The universe is filled with cool things. And I got fascinated by that. But also, interestingly, I was interested in science, but I never really thought of myself as a scientist. And I think that's part of the gap, right? We don't have role models for pursuing a career in science.
That's right. What do you do with what you've learned, once you're done?
So that's part of why I started a Pinoy scientist blog, and why I enjoy sharing about my story, so that the younger Filipinos who are interested in science can see that there are actually many fulfilling careers in the sciences. Across many fields. Astrophysics is just one field. You can get into biology, microbiology, maybe help with coronavirus outbreak. Get into geology, help with our volcano eruption predictions. And there's just so many paths and many adventures waiting for people who pursue science.
So you're part of this blog, so you kind of know more or less, like, do we have a lot of Filipina scientists, or is it mostly mostly dominated by male?
Also, we feature a lot of Filipino and Filipina scientists working here in the country and around the world. So check it out. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. We actually do guest takeovers, so the scientists take over the account and share about their work and their advocacies. Of course, it's still a male-dominated field, so depending on the field, some are more male-dominated than others. But I say here in the Philippines, actually, we have better diversity and role models for women in leadership positions in science.
Okay, so you might be an exception. I mean, you've come across as a very confident woman. And in the field of science, do you feel, in terms of equality, is it there? Or is it pretty much, as you mentioned earlier, it's still dominated by a lot of men?
No, I think it's just still a reflection of our society as a whole. Women in leadership positions are in the minority. But I feel also that here in the Philippines especially, we have more role models actually leading the way. And so that's good for the next generation to be guided also on how to do it, and hopefully as as we grow, then we also make the numbers more equal.
And like even in the workforce with that, because we're dealing a lot with equality, do you feel that you're also being treated equally in the workforce, being a female?
Oh, wow. Okay. No, yeah, actually now I don't see any overt discrimination, right? But there are just so many ways that we can make the environment more empowering for women in general, right? So even in terms of expectations in the workplace and at home, and even salaries, right? We don't really talk about it, but there was an unofficial survey that just came out for young professionals, and even in their first job, there was a gap already, and it has to do a lot. I mean, it has many factors getting into it, but if we talk about more, I think the next generation will have a better chance at tackling this.
Well, speaking of next generation, how can we actually help our kids now, get them involved in science, get them, curious about a lot of things? It seems to have digressed maybe in other fields, and then maybe it's not really their main thing.
Oh, sure, yeah. I think it's really encouraging curiosity.
Get them outdoors more? I mean, what is that?
Yeah, it's really about, because science is all around us, right?
Yes.
Sometimes we stereotype it or box it into like just the things we do in school or in the classroom. But if we are just curious about, the stars or why the planets are move differently from the stars, for example, and then you explore, you have a adventure with them and learn with them. When I was young, I asked a lot of questions, and I said, for most parents, they would say, ang kulit-kulit mo, or stop asking, right? But I was lucky, but parents actually encouraged these questions, and even if they don't know the answer, they would say, let's find out together. And yeah.
Well, what's next for you? What's your next step? What are you trying to discover and find out more about?
So now my passion is in analytics and data science. I work with companies, and particularly now with Ayala Corporation. I head AC Analytics, and my passion is now building a team of data scientists and engineers to solve real-world problems and drive value for businesses and for society as a whole, using science and math. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And women, do stay into STEM. I mean, look at her. I mean, she's come a long way from Ateneo, Princeton, and then now back home. Thank you so much. Astrophysicist and data scientist Reinabelle Reyes with us here this morning.